This segment is brought to you by Better Shot AI.
Hi everyone, Lacey here from Metaintro, back to you for season 4 of Games with Web3 Friends. And today I'm with somebody very exciting, building something really cool. This is Slater from Blueberry.
Thanks for the intro.
Cool. So tell me about what you're building, and also we decided to pick a game of Jenga, so guess first.
I go first?
Yep.
All right, let's see. No tapping or no tapping?
Oh, rules. Okay, so we stack on top. You can tap in one hand.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Deal. It's too easy if you can tap, though.
So tell me about Blueberry.
Yes, I should talk and do
Yes.
things at the same time. Yeah, Blueberry is, as it says in the back of the hoodie, is DeFi's prime brokerage. So kind of one of the missing pieces of DeFi infrastructure is a place where you can access margin or access more capital than you already have and use it for all the different trades across the space. So most money markets to this point have been over collateralized. You could provide $100 and maybe borrow 70 out. With Blueberry, you could put in $100 of collateral and you could borrow 2,000, so 20x. So just really pushing the boundaries of capital efficiency with better risk management. That's what we do.
And how big is the team?
Right now it's 8 people, but we are hiring.
Okay. How did you build your team?
Yeah, so
Tell me about them.
we're all very crypto native.
Yeah.
So it started off actually was my co-founder was an NFT founder on Solana. And he got a bunch of like big backers into his project. Like Mark Cuban was a investor, and I started talking to him about DeFi stuff in general in 2021, and we bounced a bunch of ideas off each other. And then in March 2022, you always heard the phrase "bear market's a build market," and so we decided it was finally time to build an ambitious project. Agreed on an idea, and for the first 9 months, it was just us working without pay, putting all the money
Founder
we
life.
raised. Yeah, full founder life, full bear market vibes for sure.
And so why did you decide to build what you're building? Like, was there a moment where you frustrated with something? And off of that, why did you decide to build what you're building with the person that you're building?
Yeah, for
Aside
sure.
from being backed by Mark Cuban, because I'm sure that added street cred.
That helped for sure. But honestly, the reason for deciding to work with John is he was just technical, but also understood what I was trying to do. And
I'm tapping a lot, sorry.
yeah, it's okay. We allowed tapping.
Yes.
You can tap as much as you want. But yeah, he's my technical counterpart. I'm a non-technical person, and I have a pretty classic kind of founder story of how I came to the idea of Blueberry. It was actually running a DeFi fund for a few years before 2022, and I would always like combine 10 things together, right? Maybe you want to start borrowing on one money market, take that money you borrowed and put it into a liquidity pool, then borrow against your liquidity pool position and take advantage of the full composability of DeFi, right? Where you can like combine anything together. But I wanted to have a place where I could borrow with leverage and then do all those steps together. And so that was kind of the inspiration for Blueberry. It's like a true decentralized, non-custodial access to leverage place that works with DeFi, that works with all those different composable trades that you have available.
And so who was your first hire after you had an idea, the whiteboard was done, you knew exactly what you were building?
This is a tough Jenga board.
I know, right? That's why I'm like
Gosh.
tapping. Yeah.
There we go. So we actually went through a lot of engineers at the beginning. We learned the hard way that outsourcing engineering is not really a good idea, especially in Web3. And so we started off with a few APAC developers that had good resumes, right? But the communication wasn't always fully there. And then early last year, we kind of centralized the team and got people that were all in the US and native English speakers, which has been a lot better for communication for sure. But so we've gone through, we had probably 5 different developers, and now we have a core team of just 4 different developers plus John and I that is all different from the first people that we hired.
How much time and money did that cost you?
A lot.
It was expensive, right?
We went through some recruiters, yeah, and recruiters especially in Web3 charge an arm and a leg.
Wow.
And especially when they don't work out, you know, it feels like a bad sunk cost.
Yeah. Well, and it's just the time too, right?
Right.
The time to recruit, the time to hire, the learning process, then, hey, this individual's not going to work out. Like, that was valuable time building.
Absolutely. And in Web3, like, your code has to be perfect, right?
Yeah.
That's why you do so many audits. You can't have any errors when you actually go live. And so each developer we bring on kind of have their own style and revise a lot of the things that were done before, and end up making us way longer to get to launch. You got to just pull that one out at this point.
Sorry, guys. getting up for this one. We'll keep talking.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that was basically it. I mean, yeah, it was a lot of time and a lot of effort is the simple answer. But once you get that team there that is actually passionate about the vision and mission, like the impact is so immediately noticeable. Like I think we probably got more done in the last 6 months than we did the first year and a half of being around. And it's just having that unified culture.
And so if you had to describe your team and maybe the traits and characteristics of who you ended up hiring, how would you describe like them and what made them stand out?
Yeah, there's a classic, I think it's Paul Graham, like founder quote about being relentlessly resourceful. And I think that's super, super important for our team. So I think there's kind of two different approaches to DeFi, where some teams are like super well funded right off the bat, raise like $40 million, right? And then just build out these huge teams to go execute. But I think in DeFi, less friction is a lot better so that you can move more quickly. I mean, I guess that's most startups, but there's like the Liquidity style, which is a huge DeFi protocol and is still 8 or 9 people. And then there's, I don't want to give a necessarily specific example, and there's the opposite that I just described. And we're much more on the Liquidity side, where it's people that really want to have a high impact on the organization and are very thoughtful from first principles about protocol design and smart contracts is the type that works well in our company. And most people are technical, except we have like 2 or 3 BD people.
Yeah.
Do you need new headshots to put your best foot forward in your job hunt? With Better Shot AI, you can get 120 professional headshots without leaving your house. You can upload 10 casual photos of yourself, and Better Shot takes care of the outfits and backgrounds. In less than 3 hours, your headshots are delivered to your inbox. No photographer, dressing up, or posing required when you use Better Shot AI. Get 120 photos for $25 using code Metaintro.
And so you're hiring?
We are.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so right now we just raised another round. So it's
congratulations. Was it big? Was it good? Are you happy with it?
I'm happy with it, but you know, it's not huge compared to what people raise in crypto. We raised $2.5 million.
Yeah, you know, and, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's solid for a small team for sure. And so we're looking for a few additional smart contract engineers right now, and yeah, I think it's a solid opportunity. Definitely have token allocations as well as high-paying salaries available, and all the products are going to market. So Blueberry launched about 4 weeks ago. It's growing pretty quickly, and our other product is going to launch in about the next 4 to 6 weeks. So I think it's an exciting time to join a high-growth team. So let me know.
So what are the perks of coming to work for you? Why would I want to come work for you aside from competitive salary and tokens?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of flexibility. Like, we're a fully remote team. You have some people in Spain. I think that middle one is a pretty good option for you.
Oh my gosh, this has been
okay.
Okay. It's like you're gonna hear this tapping sound the entire interview of Lacey trying to get this.
You got it. But yeah, like we have some guys that live in Spain or Singapore, and it really doesn't matter to me as long as you're getting your job done, especially with engineering and like you're bringing value to the table. So I think that's the biggest answer, is just a lot of flexibility and a lot of room to be creative. So we're a dev shop where whenever we have a new idea, like we can go build it and either add it on to an existing protocol or something that's coming directly from Composable Corp, which is the actual PBC behind Kana. Oh, I got an easy one. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, flexibility and creativity.
Nice.
And good comp.
And good comp. We will drop the JD in the description below.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is hard, multitasking.
It is.
I'm thinking of asking questions. And okay, and so you're here at ETHDenver. What's the goal?
Yeah, so mostly hiring, and then our token generation event is coming up pretty soon. So looking at about 6 weeks out from today. And obviously there's a ton of anticipation around that, right?
Yeah.
So just getting the liquidity solutions right, getting the right listing partners lined up has been a big focus for us. And then it's also been kind of a coming out party for us, right? Like we've kind of been a stealth team for a few years and started to do a lot more press stuff. Did our first talk at ETHDenver.
Nice.
And,
what was it about?
It's about the spectrum of stablecoin permissioning and basically how KYC is creeping in through stablecoins. And it's very against the ethos of DeFi, in my opinion.
Yeah. Did you have a big audience?
It was bigger than I thought, for sure. But so yeah, we've been doing a lot of different press stuff as well.
And are you here with your full team?
Yeah, that's been super fun. So it's the first time we've had everybody centralized in the
Yeah.
same place and hanging out, and it has been some incredibly good team bonding.
Yeah.
I was worried not everyone would gel in
Yeah.
person, but it has been the exact opposite. Everybody's gotten along super great.
And are you doing any team bonding events aside from going out and drinking or?
So, I mean, I think because I'm sober, people have been a little bit more cautious
Yeah.
with drinking
Yeah.
while I've been here. But we've been going back home, like having bonfires every night.
Oh, that's so
and There's a
nice.
hot tub at the Airbnb. It's a pretty cool spot.
Wow.
And we've been lifting together, which is, a great team bonding. It's
Not
nice.
like the car, like lifting.
Yeah.
Nice, yes.
What'd you think I bet?
I don't know. Like lifting, like.
Oh,
Disregard
right,
that.
right.
Please cut
Yeah,
that.
no,
That was a stupid.
Not driving
Yeah.
to different places together. Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been just a lot of like late
Very
night
cool.
conversations
Yeah.
about business and life.
So has this conference made you think a lot about team bonding and culture within your company?
Yeah, and I think I kind of wrote it off for a while. Like in DeFi, it's kind of easy to because people are generally so independent and
Yeah.
not that team oriented. But the more people get along, the higher you perform, right? And
Yeah.
the easier it is for everybody to just be fully bought in and for this to be what they think about all day. So yeah.
Do you think you'd ever make people go into an office, or are you thinking maybe more about company retreats, like quarterly?
I think we're going to do something like this quarterly for
Yeah.
sure. Maybe it'll be a non-conference event too, where we can more just hang out.
Yeah.
I think it would be hard to centralize everybody, but I do think it would be
Yeah.
valuable. So we have kind of a hub in Texas. Like 4 of our guys are in Texas right now. So
Okay. And
maybe
you're
we'll
in
establish
Florida,
something there.
right?
I'm actually in Scottsdale, Arizona,
Oh.
and Santa Barbara, California. So I kind of
Oh,
go between.
very
but
cool.
just got out of my lease, and so I'm going to do the nomad thing for
Nice.
a little while at least. And,
Are you from Santa Barbara?
Yeah, originally.
I'm from Santa Barbara too.
No way. Oh, cool.
Very small world.
Yeah,
Look at
so that's a
that.
very
I did not
small
know
town,
that.
Too.
Very cool. Well,
I can't believe we're still stacking here.
I know.
We're doing pretty
And
good.
I'm over here, like,
The bottom might be the only thing really available for the taking.
oh
anymore.
my God.
I'm nervous about
Just-
this next one.
Oh my God. You might need to just like fast forward this part.
So if I answer too quickly, are we
I
out of
know
questions?
you did. No. I'm focusing and thinking at the same time. So let's think. Any other? So I know you talked about token launches and any other product launches coming up.
Yeah. So. Oh! I really thought I was gonna win that. Should I still answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Game is over. The
Game's
interview's
done.
over.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Next. So yeah, Blueberry just launched the main lending markets, but just the lending sides, you could only deposit. But borrowing, where you could borrow 20x and do crazy DeFi stuff, is going live in the next week or two.
Very cool.
And then we have a yield-bearing stablecoin product, which is separate, called StakeUp. And I'm really excited about that. I think it's the first true composable yield-bearing dollar drawing on the risk-free rate. So it can kind of compete with USDC, compete with USDT in a decentralized way that actually pays all the yield from the collateral to users. So that's looking to launch in about the next 6 weeks here and doing a bunch of
Very cool.
fun go-to-market stuff.
So Shill, where can we find you? Where can we find the job description?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'll shoot you over the job description. We'll put it in the bio of this video, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm pretty available. So my Twitter handle is @SlaterHeil, SLATERHEIL. And you can always DM me on there. My DMs are open if you're interested in a role. But yeah, our X or Twitter is definitely the most active channels for everything. So it's Blueberry FDN for Blueberry, and then StakeUp is StakeUp Protocol. So
Very
those are
cool.
the best places. And then we have all our website links, Discord links nested in there. So
Amazing. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for playing, and maybe round 2 next year.
amazing.
All
Thank you for
right,
having me.
thank
It was
you.
fun. It's a good format.
Bye, everyone.